it's Clay. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I want to apologize quick. I'm battling a little bit of sickness, but you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna power through because I'm really excited to finally show off my new P90 Tele in what will probably be its final form. Yes, I have finally completed it. I got this new neck. This is an all parts tro-fat maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. I finished it with 2 coats of Tru-Oil. Yeah, and it's really good. I love the Tru-Oil finish on the neck. It's so nice. It feels really, really good. Really fast. It feels actually a lot like my Goncalo Alves neck that has no finish at all. In 2 coats is nice. I feel like any more and it would have been a little bit gotten a little bit sticky, glossy, and I didn't really want that. Right now it's a very nice satin, and it's very, very slick and smooth. I love it. I got these Wilkinson Deluxe old open fender style tuners, which I love. They're my favorite kind of tuners. The nut is actually, I've been having some problems with it. So like, well, this has happened to me with every electric guitar that I have put together from parts. There's always like a break-in period. And with this one, the break-in period has been a little bit weird with the intonation. I didn't have it with when I had the other neck on, but since I put this neck on, I've had a really hard time intonating the A string. It's really strange. Whenever I tune it to pitch, it always starts really sharp and then slowly, over the course of about 2 seconds or so, comes flat by almost like a half step. So then when I tune it up, it's like, well, do I tune it up to where it started at or where it ended at? And then when I try to intonate it, it actually, like, if it's in tune at the nut, if I like go up to the 7th fret to play an E, it goes way, way flat. So it's a little bit strange. I feel like it's because I did not cut the nut properly, or maybe it has something to do with the string or the way that it sits on the saddle. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. But overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy. It's a nice lightweight. It's very resonant. The fat neck is really cool to play on. I really, really dig it so far. I really like these pickups. Actually, they sound really good. They're from GFS. They were really cheap, but they sound really great. You know, they're P90s, and I've never really owned a P90s guitar before, so I really like the sound. They're definitely somewhere in between humbuckers and single coils. But I like that they have kind of the attack of single coils, where it's a little bit more bright, a little bit more clear. You know, even the neck pickup, I don't really ever worry about being muddy. It just kind of has this fat clarity to it. But then it also has kind of this ballsy, raunchy, you know, and then it's a very old school type of, you know, overdrive sound, because they're hotter than like Strat single coils, so they got a little bit more grunt to them, but it's a very old school type of a grunt, which I really like. A little bit nasty, a little bit, you know, rough around the edges, but I really like the sound. It sounds killer, and the middle position sounds really good too, very clean and sparkly. So it's a really solid guitar. I really like the control setup. I'm using the 50s wiring, and I really like it. You know, in my other guitars, I use more standard wiring, and then just use a treble bleed circuit. And I think I actually prefer this 50s wiring. It definitely, the interaction between the volume knob and the cleanup is different, but it's good. I really like it. You don't lose as much high end, but you also don't. It cleans up really well. The taper of the pod is a little bit different because there's no resistor in there. So I really dig it. I really like it a lot. It sounds good. But yeah, it's a really good guitar overall. It was really fun to put together, and I'm really happy with how it's kind of turned out. Actually, these ferrules are a little bit weird. As you can see, they're not all in all the way. I probably should just like take a hammer and tap those bad boys in, but it's not really a big deal. They're not going to fall out anytime soon. But overall, and I got this crazy strap. This thing is awesome. Got some strap locks, so it's perfect. Overall, though, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, it definitely, you know, there will be a break-in period, I will say, probably over the next couple of months. You know, dialing in the heights of the pickups, making sure the nut and the intonation and everything, all those problems get solved. And you know, even like with the neck, you know, I only put 2 coats of Tru-Oil on it, so if I decide, hey, it's a little bit too fat, I want to, you know, make it more of a V shape or whatever, I can totally do that, sand it down. It would not be a problem whatsoever. So I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I'll probably be posting some tone clips in the next couple of days, but yeah, overall it was really easy. Oh, and one thing I also had a little bit of an issue with was with these tuners. I don't know if it was me, or if I bought the wrong stuff, or if All Parts and GFS aren't making stuff to the right spec. But with the tuners, I actually had, number one, these, so it has these little round, like, bushings, or I don't even know what their name is, but they go in the top, and then the actual tuner comes up from the bottom. And these bushings were too big. They didn't actually fit in the hole, so I had to open up the holes a little bit. But then once I did that to get them all to fit, they actually were a little bit too narrow. So like the way, because all these tuners bump into each other, so they would not actually fit. And then so like the top strings, you know, like, so this tuner, because there was too much pressure, this tuner peg was actually, the actual tuner was too low. So the peg was kind of coming through at like an angle. Instead of coming through straight, it was coming through at an angle. So when I would try to tune it, there would be a lot of resistance because there was actually friction between the tuner and the bushing that holds it in place. So actually I had to open up, you know, kind of elongate, almost make it like an oval so that the tuner and the bushing could move, you know, have the proper spacing. Kind of a bad explanation there, but it was kind of weird. I don't know if that was me, that I bought the wrong tuners. I just did not get the right ones that fit. That's probably the case. You know, I would imagine if you bought actual All Parts tuners, they would probably fit like a glove, which maybe I'll do that next time. But I have used these tuners. I've got them in my other guitars, and I think they work really well. They sound good, and they're cheap. So, yeah, and then with this nut, it's a little bit kind of wonky, but it is a bone nut, and I think it's at a pretty good spot right now. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. It's a sweet guitar, and I really look forward to getting it more and more dialed in. Oh, I think I have some string trees lying around somewhere, which I totally forgot about, but I haven't really felt a need for them yet. But yeah, overall, this thing is awesome. I'm really excited to have it done, and I'll be using it quite a lot coming up soon. Some more 11 rag videos. Also, I kind of want to do a couple more Zoom G3 videos. I've been using that for some effects, but yeah, and I also have some new stuff coming in the mail. Did a little bit more selling and trading of stuff. So yeah, expect some more videos coming out soon, but I would love to hear any questions or comments about this thing. She is in her final form, and really happy about it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you soon.